What up guys, Kotyu Games here, welcome back to my channel. Today we're back on my main account where we're gonna do final video about ATD and we're gonna talk about his performance in different game modes. As you probably know or you have already guessed it, I was able to sell the Asmo copy and buy another hero. We're gonna do another series from tomorrow or the day after, but today we're going to talk about ATD. So first of all guys, let's talk about the performance of ATD in Void Campaign. If you're a low spender or a budget player, he's gonna be a great addition to your team. Currently you can buy a copy of Asmo with Giant Killer for only 10,000 starry gems in the auction house. Now, if I have to compare ATD to the other trans heroes, I would say that he is probably the 4th or the 5th best damage dealer in Void Campaign, simply because he needs to stack a lot of revenge so he can do huge actives, and also your heroes needs to help with the buffs, while DTV and Mockman can do a lot of damage round 1 and they can clear most of the enemies. So if I have to give a score of ATD in Void Campaign, I would say that his score would be 6.5. Now when we talk about Siuland 30, it is a completely different story. I think that if you get Giant Killer ATD, you're gonna have a pretty easy clear of Siuland. I've did couple of clears of Forest, Light and Dark Siulands, but the clear with ATD was the easiest one so far, I think. So if I have to score his performance in Siuland, I would say that he's a solid 8. Now unfortunately I haven't done a lot of PvP testing of ATD. I've seen some people trying to build teams around him, but unfortunately you have to invest a lot of resources in your team to make him work. Currently he's not a meta hero, so I wouldn't recommend you using him in PvP, or if you're a huge whale maybe you can make him work, but mainly I was testing ATD in the PvE game modes. So let's talk about Star Expedition and Flame Shrine. Now let's talk about Star Expedition and Flame Shrine guys, and I have to tell you that Asmo ATD actually sucks in both of these game modes. I was able to outdamage him with my Fairy Queen Vesa, and currently she is in my second home, which is not even fully upgraded. So Vesa with a big copy, so Awakened copy on her, was able to outperform ATD, who has a Giant Killer. So if you're planning to buy a Giant Killer Asmo for Star Expedition, don't. I've tried to make him work with 4 carries, even with 5 carries, but simply he's not that good for Star Expedition, especially when the boss has lower lives. He's doing so much damage that Asmo cannot survive even 1 round. I've tried to run him with Fairy Queen Vesa and Freya. He's okay, he can survive, he can do a couple of actives, but he's not doing that much damage. You have to use a lot of lucky candy bars to make him work, or couple of demon bells to feed energy to him, but since none of your heroes is dying, he cannot stack that revenge, and simply he's not doing anything. For Flame Shrine, I would say that he's also not that great because your heroes are not dying, so he cannot do huge actives. So if I have to give a score of ATD in those both game modes, I would say that we should give him probably 1. And finally guys, let's talk about 3 other game modes: Tower of Dreams, Void Vortex and Realms Gate. I haven't tested him in Void Vortex simply because I have cleared already Dominator, but I think that he should work fine there, especially when your heroes start dying. He's gonna do a lot of damage. And lastly guys, let's talk about Void Vortex, Realms Gate and Tower of Dreams. Unfortunately, I have cleared already the Vortex and we were not able to test him there, but I'm guessing that he's gonna do well. He's performing very well also in Tower of Dreams and Realms Gate. I don't have any issues with him. I'm running him with a crown. He's pretty tanky and he can survive, and usually later rounds he's doing a lot of damage. So for Realms Gate and for Tower of Dreams, I would give him a solid 7. And as I mentioned earlier guys, I've tried testing ATD in various PvP mode, but unfortunately I wasn't able to make him work. Maybe if you're a big whale and you have a lot of trained treasures, you might make him work on your account, but I haven't seen a lot of PvP teams running ATD, so in general he's not that great in the current PvP meta. So in the end guys, if we have to give ATD a general score, I would say that 6.5 is the most appropriate one, simply because he's really good in Void Campaign and in Sealand, and he's not that good in other PvE and PvP game modes such as Star Expedition, Flame Shrine and also Broken Spaces, simply because your heroes are not dying and he's not stacking that revenge. So to summarize guys, if you're looking to buy a cheap Giant Killer copy which can help you in Void Campaign and in Sealand, you can consider Asmo, but other than that he's not that great, so maybe you can save up your starry gems and just buy a better copy. So let me know, what do you think about ATD? Did I make mistakes somewhere? Did I miss any PvE or PvP game mode? Just leave a comment under this video and I'm gonna leave you with a couple of more battles in Void Campaign. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now guys.